Prior to 1915, the university did not have a library building. In the mid-1800s, the University of Missouri's books and journals were housed in Academic Hall. After Academic Hall burned down in 1892, Jesse Hall was built and the library collection moved there. Because almost all of the books had been destroyed in the Academic Hall fire, the library's collection was relatively small, and the study spaces only offered seating for about 100 students. As the collection grew and as more students began to enroll, the rooms in Jesse Hall soon ran out of space. In the early 1900s, James Thayer Gerald, the University of Missouri's first professionally trained librarian, campaigned for a library building. He envisioned a place where people could not only access necessary textbooks and literature, but also work in comfort, a place with study rooms and reading rooms, offices and auditoriums. It would take over a decade for this dream to become a reality. In 1913, the General Assembly of Missouri appropriated funding for the building of a library, and construction began. This picture from a postcard is the way the original planners thought the library would look. However, the funding was not enough to build the library that the university envisioned. Construction moved forward on the central part of the building, with plans to make future additions. The head librarian at the time of construction, Henry Ormall Severance, worked with the architectural firm Jameson & Spurl to create a building designed to be incomplete, a building that had strategically placed windows designed to eventually become doors to east and west wings. By fall 1915, the partial building opened with enough space for 520,000 volumes. But it would be 2 decades before any additions were added to Ellis Library. In fact, the building was never completed as originally designed. 3 major additions were made over the course of a century that has resulted in a building much larger than the 1915 blueprints. The Northwest Wing addition opened in 1936, and the Northeast Wing in 1960. By 1987, when the South Addition opened, the collection had exceeded 2 million volumes. Over the past 100 years, the area around Ellis Library has changed quite a bit too. What was once an unfinished building on the edge of campus is now a major research center in the heart of campus. Although the building itself no longer looks like the original plan, the original vision of the campus's main library has been alive and well for over a century. Not merely a place of books, MU libraries receive scholars and researchers from all over campus and from all over the world to visit Ellis Library and our other 9 specialized libraries on campus. In 2014, there were over 1.5 million in-person visits to the University of Missouri's libraries. You can still see remnants of the original library building today. If you walk through the north entrance of Ellis Library, or if you study in the Grand Reading Room, you'll be where scholars and researchers have been studying and advancing knowledge for the past century. Not merely a place of books, this is a space where collaborative learning takes place, where active minds share ideas and explore new outlooks, and where information becomes knowledge.